Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Suicide. On the last episode it was kind of difficult to get through, not because of like any technical issues or anything, but because it was just painful and repeated dialogue over and over again. So hopefully it gets easier to play through. Hopefully it does. But Dai is confronting us about our plan to shut Dai down, so what do you want? I just overheard you plotting... Well, sorry, what do I want? I just overheard you plotting my demise, which I'm still taking seriously even though you were talking to yourself. Cuckoo. Dai swung out right while making crazy faces that were meant to provoke me.
Seriously, though, who talks to themselves?
A lot of people.
You know you can have that conversation in your head, and then we won't all think you're crazy.
People think we're crazy regardless. It's just for the sake of clarity.
It's because you're lonely. No friends, right? Like, who can you really trust on this ship?
That's true. Who could ever be real lonely with you hanging around all the time, Dai?
Aw, that's so sweet. Now I wish I could kiss you.
Why a kiss? Why not just like a hug? Isn't that what people usually go for first?
No, wait. Kiss is the wrong word. Strangle? Yeah, strangle.
Why not both? What do you want, Dai? I have things to do.
Yes. In regards to your busy schedule of Dai murdering, I came to save you some time. You can't.
What?
There's no way to shut me down. Well, specifically, there's no way that anyone on this ship will ever have the required permission to access the data required to shut me down.
So you specified this ship. So does that mean if we jump to the right ending, we will be on a different ship with someone who does?
So, don't bother. Enjoy your what are likely your last days alive doing what humans do best. Eating, drinking, and converting oxygen into carbon dioxide.
Sounds like a plan. I will beat you, Dai.
Rawr. Girl, you're making me all hot and bothered up in here.
Well, you already know what you would like to do. Dai closed the distance between our faces until there was barely an electron's width to spare.
I welcome the challenge.
With those words, Dai scattered into glimmering light particles. My hope vanished with her. She's almost certainly right. I suppose my time would be better spent on the watch. I turned back to the lab to give the pocket watch another once over. I pulled a stool out from under the benches. Apparently there's trees in here. And started swiping through the tablet, rummaging through the papers. It's always the same stuff. Pocket watch, interdimensional travel, and resource solution. But never a mention of how it worked. I wish my parents had been better note takers. Just as the frustration was setting in, the captain entered.
Hello.
Oh, could it be anyone else? Yeah. Hello, Captain.
How goes the research?
Great. Starting to question why even bother.
Not well then, I take it.
It's perfect. It just got worse by the time you got here.
Perhaps it might be time for you to take a break.
No thanks, not with you. I'm not sure I should.
I was thinking of having an evening picnic in the Ego Lounge. Something sweet to eat, a stunning view, and hopefully some company.
Why? Why would you need... You can go to Yoshiki. I would love to, but I need to work.
That's a shame. I was hoping that it would not come to this.
Come to what? A dark smile was taking over the captain's face in a way that made me very uneasy. To this? Zero, yes, Captain.
I order you to accompany me for an evening picnic in the Ego Lounge.
I refuse.
Refusal will result in detention inside our prison cells until your case can be brought before the Judicial Committee.
Who is on the Judicial Committee then? Because, pretty sure this is an abuse of power. Who is on the I just said Judicial Committee.
Me.
Of course you are.
Technically, it is I and myself, but I have a strong feeling she would agree with me.
Why is there only 2 people on the committee? I guess it's decided then.
Wonderful.
I held my hands out for handcuffs. Cool. I agree with this plan. Put me in jail. The captain stood frozen with confusion for a moment. Only kidding. Let's go have a picnic.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you actually called my bluff for a moment.
You know you're not supposed to tell it's a bluff.
I order you to forget that I said I was bluffing.
I refuse. Who's bluffing? I returned the precious pocket watch to its usual place in my pocket and followed the captain out of the lab. When we arrived at the Eco Lounge, I could see that the captain had already prepared a picnic. A small red blanket laid on top of the hilltop with the assortment of snacks and drinks. Cool. We sat on opposite corners of the blanket and admired the views in silence. Do evening picnics look the same as all normal ones? Alright, I'll just go with what's on the menu.
Today's picnic consists of a baked apple slice and fruit juice.
When you said fruit juice, I was thinking of fruit shoot. Which I could go for a fruit shoot, honestly. I don't care if it's supposed to be for children or not. It sounds delicious, but I've never tried apple slice.
It is one of my favorite dishes.
Cool. I've eaten so much amazing food since arriving on the Everett.
One of the many benefits of having Katashi survive the deletion games.
So you're saying kill Katashi? Well, we best keep him alive. I enjoy eating like a queen.
I must be honest. I have asked you here for a reason.
I will not marry you, no thanks. It wasn't to feed me. I feel betrayed. My joke made the captain smile, but I could see it did little to dispel her unease. What's wrong, Captain?
We might die tomorrow. You might die tomorrow.
I hope I do. I genuinely hope I do. This game's gone on too long. That's how the game works.
I need to get this off my chest before that can happen.
What is it?
I have very strong feelings for you.
Cool. I do not reciprocate. You're crazy. The captain struggled to get the words out, but she soldiered on.
I was hoping that maybe you would like to share my quarters tonight?
No thanks. I really don't want to. The game's going to make me say yes. I mean, I may as well say yes for the content, but like, I really don't. Captain?
You can call me Kimi in my company. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be so forward.
You shouldn't. I would love to. Of course, the game didn't even give me a choice.
Really?
No. You're right, we both might be dead tomorrow, so let's make the most of tonight. Kimiko placed her hand on mine, sandwiching it between a soft blanket and even soft skin. Too descriptive. Upon finishing our picnic, we wandered dreamily back to Kimiko's quarters.
Thank you again.
No. Please don't. I smiled at the captain.
Oh, one last thing.
Doesn't look like a
And
smile.
I'm sorry if it seems pedantic.
What is it?
You have to sleep on the left side. The right side is mine.
It doesn't even look like we're on the bed. Oh, why the right side?
That way, when I wake up, I always get out on the right side of the bed.
Really? I'm a fan of bad jokes, but like, for some reason it's just not landing, no. That wasn't how the expression worked, but I was sure she knew that. I smiled at how adorable she was. No? Well, very well, I'm sure I can accommodate you. Cool. I laid the pocket watch gently beside the table before double checking it was definitely getting into the left side of the bed. It wasn't long before Kimiko slipped in beside me. And then, as far as we all acknowledge, nothing happened. Cool. Good. Great. I woke up in an empty bed. Naturally, Kimiko was already up and about. I rolled over to check the time. We missed 4:20. 23 minutes past 4 in the morning. It would appear that I was setting a dangerous new percentage for my body. I turned over to force my eyes shut, but there was an gnawing light filling the room. I opened my eyes to see it was interrupting my sleep cycle. The room was bathed in an eerie green light. What? Well, we're hitting the button immediately. I'm not sticking around in this timeline. It was then I noticed that the light had been emanating from the bedside table, from the pocket watch. The pocket watch. I fought against the sheets as they tried to hamper my progress, eventually freeing myself and grabbing the pocket watch. All the LEDs were now lit up green, and the little panels that showed the numbers 24 to 42. We've had that timeline before, right? This is a breakthrough I've been waiting for. I leave out the bread. Cool, I'm pressing it. Save. Didn't even hesitate. I don't like this timeline. Get me out of here. Found myself on the floor of the quarters, feeling incredibly nauseous. I slowly got my feet, careful not to calibrate my feelings of illness. I looked around the room, saw the display on the wall. 6 hours later, appears after pressing the button, I went unconscious for hours. Wait a second. I was looking at the room with the pocket watch. I started to scramble in panic, and I realised it was simply sitting on this bedside table. I placed the watch in my pocket and headed out towards the dining hall. A feeling of dread washed over me as I realised that I was late. The deletion game would have already been started. If that was the case, then Di would have woke us up. I quickly sprinted towards the dining hall without stopping for anyone or anything. All thought of the watch was clearly empty of my mind at this stage. As I approached the doorway, I could hear Di's voice over the booming dining hall.
Are you accusing me of cheating?
Yes, I am. You are cheating. I should have lost. I did lose. Kill me!
What? What I had missed? Did they play the game without me? Fear consumed me as I burst into the dining hall, worried about Kimiko. What happened? I stood, taking the scene that was unfolding before me. Beatrix was standing closest to me. Beatrix?
Is that you?
You're alive?
You're a girl? An attractive girl.
Okay, so this is the time. This is the timeline we teamed up with. I'm pretty sure this is the timeline, right? Well, hold the phone, right? Of course I am. The girl that is. I turned my eyes away from Beatrix and scanned the room. I sitting on myself. Male me. Yeah, and you are. Wait, hold on, is it female me? Cool. So there's two of us in the same room. Pocket watch worked. That's great, we did it. We did it. Cool, there's two of us in the same room. Finally got progress. I got my hands with my male doppelganger and we jumped in around a gleeful celebration of our breakthrough. But now Di has no reason not to hesitate to kill one of us. Cool. Yeah?
I hate to interrupt this moment you're having with yourself, but I have a job to do and, as such, I have to kill you. Well, one of you at least.
Cool. That's unfortunate. Where we lost the game. It's weird seeing us have sprites. Kimiko and I were the vampires and we failed to create enough vampire babies. Where Kimiko will die as well.
See? Even the girl knows I'm supposed to die too.
I'm sorry, Capitan, but you won't be dying today.
Oh, we're gonna die in her place.
But I lost the game. It is in the rules.
Wait, I don't understand. You want to die?
If you were dying, then I want to die too. And I should. It is the rules.
I thought back to the Vampire Children rules. Wait, that's right. If this was a Bonnie and Clyde scenario and you lost, both of you die, right, Di? I looked over at Di, who seemed nervous for the first time ever.
I don't remember saying that.
Well, you did. What's wrong? Why don't you want to kill the captain?
That was never a rule.
Okay, but it was. Look. The male version of myself pulled out the identical tablet of the one I owned and played the recording of the Vampire Children video. And indeed, there it was. Why was Di lying? Here she was, clearly disregarding her own rules, plain as day.
Enough!
Well,
I once had an ounce of respect for you, Di.
At least you stuck to the rules before, but now...
Di grew more furious. grew more furious with every word spoken. So who is alive if Beatrix is alive and obviously in this timeline? Because I forget.
You will die now.
But we are dying.
Not before you kill me!
Captain threw herself in anger at Dai's projection, who flickered as Kimiko passed through her. Kimi, please, let me die alone. I'd rather you live.
I never want to experience a day without you.
So, my question is, right? Because I'm assuming this isn't counted as cheating because in this universe, she has solely had feelings for the male version of me. Even still, it is still me as well. But it's also not the me that we're seeing from our perspective. The captain and my male self is embraced. I can see that he is mingling as the streams down their tightly pressed cheeks. Cool, that's weird. This is an interesting thing. Hold on. Let's check the timelines. Where are we? Get to jump. So either we live or we die. Where would it be in this timeline? Don't jump, your death overrides. Hold on. This is not that one, but enemy is death. Yoshi's death. Okay. Don't jump and then death. Is this the timeline? Is it this timeline? I'm gonna let the other me die. I stood motionless as I watched another version of myself, me accepting his death as well as he could. Dai summoned her wheel, and the male of me was similarly sentenced to death.
Well, this was
Kill me, please! Die, please!
Everyone is dismissed. Please prepare yourselves for the announcement of a new deletion game tomorrow.
I said kill me!
Okay.
Ugh! How many times have I told you?
Stop breaking your own rules!
This again.
The others began silently filing out of the dining hall, while the captain remained adamant about convincing Dai to let her die. The captain knelt on the floor, sobbing uncontrollably. It was now just the three of us in the dining hall.
Look, I'll let you in on a secret, okay? Because I like you.
Kimiko lifted up her head slowly, a rolls of salty tears converging the tip of her chin.
You're right. I can't kill you.
What?
When your delightful mother created me, I was given 2 directives. The first was to ensure that the mission was a success.
Okay. And the other was obviously preventing the death of her child. I was stunned that Dai was being so open. Perhaps it could be because she was flustered at being accused of breaking her own rules.
And the second directive, which was to override the priority of the first directive without exception, was to ensure that my daughter lives.
So what happens, right, if we went to a universe where the captain was male? Would there be a captain that Dai could kill? Because I'm assuming the directives would also change it from my daughter to my son, and vice versa, right? So
The mission's success plays second fiddle to your survival at all times, no matter the cost.
okay, what if she dies of old age?
That's why you're still killing people?
Ding, 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 ding! I surfaced when we no longer had sufficient resources to maintain the current headcount for the mission. But then I realized that we can actually run the mission with the skeleton crew and, better yet, it statistically increases the probability of you living out a full life.
What? Okay, right. So you're killing us for the sake of killing us.
You are killing the crew so that I will live longer?
So what happens if we kill you now? The captain's internal conflict was palpable.
My mother prioritized me over the success of the mission?
I guess she did. Who would have thought?
Right. When none of the cast when none of the cast have emotional involvement with the player, this game's it gets back to being enjoyable again. Kimiko and I they're both reeling the revelation. The reason that I was killing was not simply resource related.
Wow, I can't believe how good it feels to finally get this off my chest. The truth really does set you free.
Kimiko was no longer listening to Dai. Her attention turned to me. Her face was gaunt and pale. Yes,
Do you
Captain.
still have the pocket watch? Is it functional?
I pulled out the pocket watch, and which I saw still lit up, just like this morning, albeit in a different reality. Yes,
May
it
I
is,
please have a look at it?
Of course. I handed the watch to Kimiko, who inspected it, intrigued,
And you said that this button activates it?
and then she presses the button. Captain indicated the button on top, and I nodded in response. But I have no understanding of how to control the destination.
Oh? What have we got here?
I was now peering over the captain's shoulders with interest.
Thank you. You have been an integral part of this mission.
My cheeks glowed with embarrassment. Thanks, Captain.
Dai, lock down the dining hall.
Captain spun a heel. Oh, how many? Then she goes to the first time we were in, the one where she killed everyone in the bathroom.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Dining hall is now locked down. Dai appeared on the other side of the dining hall door, and along with the captain, I could just hear their conversation through the door.
Now what, Capitan?
You cannot kill me, correct?
Correct.
Will you stop me from killing others? Rather, would you kill at my command?
Oh, Captain, I thought you'd never ask. You've got me weak at the knees here.
Now I immediately regret what I said.
Very well. Could you do me a favor and clean up the dining hall for me?
With
Satisfaction cycle. Okay, where's the other captain? Where's the other version of me? Dai appeared in the dining hall with me. She seemed almost sad.
Sorry.
Are you really? The dining hall was warming light and klaxon activated. I felt the temperature of the room rise rapidly.
It might be hard to believe, but yeah, kinda.
Okay, I believe it.
I actually have a soft spot for you, but you heard the captain. I can't override a direct order.
Dai shrugged non-committedly, and the effort to draw breath increased.
I'd like to stay with you as you die, though.
It's kind of you. I don't really have a choice in the matter. I couldn't make you leave if
Do you
I
want me
wanted
to leave?
No. I thought about it for a moment. No, I don't. I don't want to die alone.
Okay, I'll keep you company.
Thank you. Thanks, Dai. The heat made my eyes sting, and so I closed them. I could feel my skin and hair burn in patches, and I thought I could feel the sensation of my blood boiling in my veins. Through the haze, I thought I could hear Dai begin to sing.
Playing a game with hearts and minds. All is lost in the sands of time. Love and betrayal in the depths of space. Quantum movements take their shape.
What is this Willy Wonka song going on?
Suicide, by hanging on hopes and doubts, we are deleted.
Cool. Timeline. And then we sacrifice ourselves. Let me die
Wait.
instead.
What?
I'm Zero supposed to die. Let me
Is
die.
that even allowed, Dai?
Well, they don't really train you for this scenario at the academy, so I'm going to have to make an executive decision.
And she'll say yes.
And?
A death is a death. Woo!
My heart sank as I realized that I just signed my own death warrant. Zero can't thank you enough.
I will never forget your kindness. You have made me so happy.
I didn't do this for you. I did this for everyone else in the multiverse. Yeah, but this is kind of all I ever wanted. Kimiko was caught off guard and by my use of our intuit name for her. G plus G.
Your dimension's version of me is a very lucky girl.
I mean, hardly. We're not even there to say goodbye, but just disappeared. I smiled fondly, pictured Kimiko sleeping carefree next to me.
Ick, gross. Come on, it's time to kill you.
Cool. Saving everyone else in the multiverse. Well, it's too late because the multiverse. Oh, Jesus. It's already complicated. Di was bouncing up and down and on the spot impatiently. Alright. Like 0. This gives me more time to solve the problem. His head nodded in Di's direction. I hope you can have more luck than I did. I nodded at myself and turned back to Di. Alright, go
Yay!
Di made an extravagant flourish, hopping into the wheel of existence.
It's time to spin the wheel!
That's all too familiar. Wheels started spinning and didn't even bother me. I was quite calm, knowing that I was saving myself from, and it was comforting in some strange way.
And the winner is...
Everything became a blur before shrinking in a single point and vanishing. You've hit a soft lock. A locked female rival Kimiko timeline. You're not able to advance this token, but I've unlocked the male one. Okay. Now, do I continue the male timeline, or do I continue this timeline? Let's continue from the male's perspective. I don't know which one I'd picked.
I am your captain,
Nope,
and
wasn't that one?
What?
That one. There we go.
so
Yeah, partner in that one. Jesus,
Keep your hands to yourself.
wasn't that one?
And this is...
Your program. Beatrix? Nope. Nicholas? Vampire lost. With vampire singular, she surely meant vampires.
Congratulations! You've lost this round of the game, which means you've won an early exit from this ship.
Hooray.
What?
Sorry, Captain, but they were the vampire.
I know he was. I made him one!
Di ignored the captain.
If you would, please do me the honor of spinning the wheel of fatalities.
Absolutely not!
Having a rough time there, Captain? First Yoshiki and now them.
Yep, that's how the timeline goes.
I was the vampire!
I was unsure how exactly what was happening. Kimiko was right, and she was the vampire. I just partnered with her.
Di, I'm gonna have to agree with the captain on this one. I'm sure she is the main vampire, and he is Clyde.
Oh, and how do you figure that?
I asked her if she was the vampire, and she has a really obvious tell.
Then what? Then why did you play the game?
That's not proof at all, you know, Shizuka.
Kimiko lost her cool entirely. She was angrier than I ever thought possible.
Why are you not following your own rules?
Are you accusing me of cheating?
Yes, I am. You're cheating! I should have lost!
And then female me bursts in.
I did lose! Count me!
What's going on here?
I'm sorry, but you won't be dying today.
Suddenly, a figure of a woman bursts into the dining hall.
What's going on here?
It's so weird. But also, the female version of me has a voice.
Beatrix?
is that you?
You're alive?
We have a voice?
You're a girl. An attractive girl.
What? Of course I am. The girl part, at least.
Wait, the voice sounded strangely familiar. Was that me?
Yeah, and you are?
Yeah. The pocket watch.
This is great! We did it!
We definitely did. Cool. Class. Okay. Again, this can't.
I hate to interrupt this beautiful moment you're having with yourself. It's just that I have a job to do, and as such, I have to kill you. Well, one of you at least.
Is it going to be different where we have to physically force the other version of us to take the death?
You lost the game?
Oh yeah, Kimiko has vampires and we didn't feel to create enough babies.
Wait. So Kimiko has to die as well?
See? Even the girl knows I'm supposed to die too.
I'm sorry, Capitan, but you're going to be disappointed.
I lost the game! They are your rules.
You want to die?
If dies, then I die too.
If
As I should!
if blank dies. I thought over the rules vampire children, which is right, Bonnie Clyde scenario, we both lose, isn't that right, die? I think with that though, we should continue this until next time. Things are finally actually getting interesting again, so with that, see you later. Goodbye.